Spawning in the bottom right of Abyssal Reef is the Protoss French player, Midastouch. And we have on the other side, on the top left of Abyssal Reef, the purple Zerg player, WyScion. I think I'm just gonna have trouble saying her name all game long, so basically I'm just gonna go with Cyan. that's just gonna work fine with me, alright guys? That's gonna work fine, right? Pylon on the low ground straight, good wall placement here to cover up any angle though. Getting that cover up and that cover is very important, though this is a very vulnerable pylon for early assault from Zerg though. So let's see what happens. I think the hatchery first is going to be the plan here for Cyan, getting up in the macro game here. Gas to be thrown down in short moments though. Midastouch is GM. Well, Midastouch is all in our hearts right now. Getting no gas yet, but getting the Nexus quicker. So this is a way to go here. I think just saturating that mineral here patch is going to be important. Getting the double gas afterward could be an interesting choice though as well. But getting probably the cybernetic scores just straight out of that, though it's going to be an exposed building here. I think it would have been wiser to just put it back instead, but let's see. Though it's very hard for roaches or any sort of units to just concave around it there, so it could still be tough. Let's see, the pool, gas pool being thrown down, of course the 100 mineral, 100 gas, probably on time when the pool spawns at the right moment. This is the moment where realizing that you need a cybernetic skull. There you go. Oh, the walling there. This is actually neat. This is actually neat because you have only one spot there, but we have two pylon walls there, which is very vulnerable to Baning Bust. So we'll see. We'll see as Midastouch gets up there. Speedling is being researched as we have both queens probably about to be started though. Every mineral is being spent on drones instead of queens, so 4 drones on production tab and 2 links, just a pair of links to clear out that little probe that will be there. This is their job, basically just clearing out that guy. Not gonna scout anymore. And third hatchery instead of the 2 queens, so this is why we didn't have the 2 queens early. And this is scouted by Midastouch. She knows about that, so right now she's being like, well, I could totally go up with something different right now and probably switch up my tech path, or either go for a third of her own basically, but this is very dangerous as Protoss. So basically she could probably try and harass her out using a Stargate or using, or well, Robo as well, could be working in this stage of the game. Probably this is for a Prism Assault or getting just observers in case something nasty happens, but in any case Midastouch is aware of what's going on, getting the macro up and ready, getting the 2 gases in the natural will be the deal as well, getting the guy with the Evo Chamber. I think this is going to be Baning Drops frenzy here with this guy. Is the scout here? Yes, you see that guy. 3 bases though, and we see lots of links with the spin in 1 second. Boom! Run, friends, run! More to be done. I think, yeah, 4 banelings will be on that side. Probably being able to drop is going to be one of the key points here, and overrunning that side will be different as well. Getting this link drop instead of the baning drop, this is interesting. Okay, you go back in time. I think this could be a decoy as well, like being like, well, I'm gonna drop you and you know about it, so you're gonna have to put defenses at that side of the base, so basically you can just rush in there and deal a lot of damage, and this is what I think Cyan is gearing up for right now. So a good decoy here using the Overlord, and now getting the Gateway Python. I think this is more of a wall up against link drop. Yeah, I think she's just gonna drop the slings and be like, well, I'm not gonna risk anything. And look at this good reaction though, using the double overcharge, but is it gonna be enough? There's a lot of DPS here being called on. Good gateway placement here, making sure that nothing goes through here. And now going back with the drop will be a bad idea if she meets the Stalkers once more. The Cyan gearing up for more banelings being morphed here, and I think this is what makes the difference right now. You guys can rush back in, and now the assault is being started back. Getting that cyber there will be a huge deal, and as it will be painful, it means no more Mothership Core, it means no more Stalkers and Adepts, and it means absolutely no more. Oh look, this is a space that Zerglings can rush in right now, and this is what WyScion uses right now to go attack the probes instead. One Baneling connection is enough to deal a lot of damage on these probes. 9 getting down here with the Stalkers as well. The DPS though is there, and now there's all of these things being there. On the other side we have a drop that is occurring here, using that drop a lot here, but with the 2 Stalkers that were there placed in the main instead, in the natural I mean. All of them are wreaking havoc in that main base. Getting the Pylons will be a huge deal here, as well as getting the rest of these Zerglings. Everything's cleared down here. Now getting back into the Overlord here to drop more, but getting that Stalker number 2 is gonna be a deal as well. Getting more and more units as the time flies by. WyScion is actually looking very strong in that stage of the game. 26 probes in total left for Midastouch. 2 Banelings morphing down. It was only a distraction for these guys that are rushing in, probably getting into that drop to not throw any suspicions, but as you know, everything is going WyScion's way here. No gas at all here. No, look at this. The gas have been taken now, getting the +1 melee attack, and now the Banelings will do their little way into the main base, getting probably a couple good hits on these probes. This is gonna be terrific. Ooh, 4 probes dies out on this. And 28 probes to 51 drones. This is actually very bad for Midastouch. On 2 bases only, not getting that 3rd. And this is a very hard time to do, so she has to clear out either a pylon, yeah, or either a gate to go out, but yeah, that was the solution here. This is a very tough wall to get through. In army supply, Midastouch though is superior, but in terms of workers, she has double less than her opponent. So let's see. We still have Baneling Nest. We don't have any other tech buildings. We still have the lair on the way, I think. Yeah, almost completed. So probably reaching out for that Spire instead. I don't know, 5 Stalkers, 5 Zealots, 1 Adept to wall it up. I don't think that's enough to push right now, and she's gonna have to deal more and more units. Or maybe she's just gonna stay on Link Bane. That's actually a very viable tech as well, so... Okay, this is an assault. Oh no, this guy's gonna be gearing up on that side for themselves. Okay, well... WyScion knows something's coming on that side of the map. I fear it. I feel it coming, as Chainsmokers would say, I think. Getting these rocks will just only delay the push for a bit, and the more she delays and the more WyScion will get a better amount of units there. And right now in that PvZ, I would say getting on that Zealot Stalker tech is way not enough to get rid of the rest of that army. And now WyScion is like, well, I've seen the concave made by the Stalkers. It means that the rocks at my fort have been taken down, which means I have to, yeah, relocate my army, replace better, and let's see what happens. Now this queen will be able to see the rest of this information, being like, well, we're under attack. This is what the UI says right now, and the Zergling... Okay, well, this is handled. This is definitely handled right now. And this push was to cover up the fact that she was taking a 3rd base in the back. But getting more and more tech, as she doesn't have that many units right now, this is very risky, as the rest of these units are coming up. Oh, a force field could be a good notice here, because, well, getting up that ramp using these Zerglings will mean the death for them if they are blocked back in the way. A good job here, WyScion just keeping pressure on her opponent, making sure that Midas is never breathing out of it, and being like, well, you've been... assaulted and have had an advantage ever since, so I'm gonna use that at my advantage and keep pressuring you here. So, well, this is definitely what she needs to do there. These rocks been taken as well as a payback. Midastouch got this. People in the chat being like, woo! Very supportive of Midastouch. Gonna appreciate that as players though. When you show the support to you, when people show support to you, it feels great, man. It feels very great. I've not met that situation a lot of times because I'm no pro, but you know, for the first couple of times your friends are supporting and be like, go Raptor, go for the win. It feels very great, so I can't tell that much. Good Baneling attack on the side. There was no probes unfortunately to take away with these Banelings, but instead we still have a strong force here. Using the force fields was actually the deal here. 1 force field left, 2 force fields left. Yeah, These guys will have to go back for now, but we have the WCS unit of the time. Swarm host. Heart of the swarm powered here. Let's get ready to rumble with 3 units into your base and fly, take the Nexus away with 3 units. This is what people do these times, and this is very terrific to deal against. Like, you have almost all the chances to lose units if you're not using air units, so, or colossi. So these guys are very hard to deal with as Protoss. So, and I think this is why. Oh, trigger it all, make it rain, and Midastouch will have to deal with it accordingly. And now look at this amount of flying bugs getting onto that main, and now she can actually run everywhere using this Lings and Bane army. No, everything is clumped up on that side, and it's very bad for Midastouch. Not being able to defend that base will be the deal here. 15 probes taken down with that Baning assault, Link Bane assault with the rest of this Swarmus Locust here. Well, everything has been dealt. 28 Link Bane damage here as a drop occurred on the side as well. There's only 12 on that base and only a couple more staying around in the map here. So far, 25 workers to 76. This is a lot, this is a lot. The cooldowns almost up for this one. Has to spawn more units. And I really feel, yeah, this is where we go. Go for it. The Locust says, please don't let me die. Do a good job on WyScion, just getting only half of the swarm host to just spawn the Locust at the first time. And now look at this, the perfect surround from WyScion, getting the rest of that DPS unit. The Locust on that side, just reaching the good concave. Everything's being attacked so far. GG! Called here by Midastouch. Well played, WyScion, taking game number 1 in this best of 5. Spawning on the top left of Blood Boil, the Protoss player. Led 1-0 in his best of 5. It is Midastouch. French hype here. Oh, pylon there. Huh? Oh, okay. Nexus to ramp wall. Okay, get it now. And on the bottom right of Blood Boy, we have the purple Zerg player, WyScion. Okay, right now, hatchery first will be the call, or pool first? This is what we're gonna see in a short moment. Okay, drones there. Hatchery proxy? Oh boy. Oh boy. Proxy hatch is dope, man. Now you're gonna get that pull down the proxy hatchery, man. I feel it coming. This is gonna be awesome. Is this guy gonna be the traitor? No, both of them are just rushing it. Oh, is he the double gas still instead? Oh noes. Oh no, their hatchery. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, this is scouted. This is totally scouted, being like, wow, this is mean. Double hatchery proxy. This one is a decoy. This one is totally a decoy. And Midas be like, wow, this one's not a decoy. Exactly, the gas though. There's no gateways there. Yeah, pylon in the main stand, this is what you need. Probably need a couple zealots first to deal with them. And look at this, the pool is there. No gas, so it means she's seen more drones going up, and she's seen both hatcheries. Just deadly means that right now WyScion is going for a very nasty attack here. And on Blood Boy, this is very terrific, because this is very hard to deal with these hatcheries. How do you do that as Protoss right now? Like, I feel myself in the spot of Midastouch and be like, well, I have only one gate, going for a Nexus very soon, according to my past build order, getting no gas but getting them later. I'm not sure what to do right now. Getting that first zealot out is probably great for one hatchery, but not both. So basically these guys will be ramping up here and mining in this side, and the more stuff you get there and the nastier it gets. Getting creep very close from the opponent's base. And now look at this. A queen will be started out probably in a short moment. And getting more links will be a deal here as well. Okay, now this lot takes the choice to take on the gold base, and these 3 spine crawlers will be way enough to deal with these guys, and I'm sure she's gonna be probably not able to just even kill one because the DPS is gonna be too insane. Yeah, as I thought, like she's considering it, but as all of these probes gonna perish if the lings are actually attacking them as well. Oh, look at them, the DPS is gonna be huge there on the 6 lings, 5 lings actually taking down on these probes, and there's only one overcharge there being told, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Wall complete. This is what you need. As more lings being morphed in, and now the kite from the queen can happen. Though the probes needs to not circle it. This queen's gonna die, but the rest of the Zerglings will just deal with the rest of these units there. The good reaction from I think Midastouch here, not doing too much at a time, not dying too much from that. And now, yeah, the micro with the probes on that, this is very important to do so. And these 4 probes are still attacking on this guy. And I think she needs these probes to mine, not to attack right now. She knows that the hatchery is there. She's not going to be able to cancel them in any time soon. And yeah, I think the defense should be primarily be there. Instead, you're going to be losing one base if she doesn't defend here. And these lings will totally take care of these probes. No chance at all. Right now these guys are just poking in these gateways, and even this overcharge will not be enough with the hardcore DPS of these spine crawlers, 2 spine crawlers, and this transfuse GG called straight. Midastouch knows that there's nothing she can do in here at that stage. WyScion takes game number 2. Spawning on the bottom left of Defender's Landing, Midastouch. What a quick intro, guys. And spawning on the top right of Defender's Landing, the purple Zerg. WyScion leading 2-0. In his best of 5. Extracted tricks. Oh, not even. No, it's actually legit gas, I think. It's legit gas here. So legit gas pool. I think this is the meta on that map. Like definitely, most Zergs are going for gas pool in that map because, well, look at even Midas says so. Wings of Liberty. Delta Quadrant feels, man. And this is even ballsier. Nexus first on a map like this. Look at this. Admitting this is this is insane actually. All humility here being Roach Warren follow up. All humility here being shown down by WyScion and Midastouch here. Very cordial meeting between these 2 players. Very pleasant to see sportsmanship. Like these filthy buildings are my thing, she says. And this is all thing as well. Look at Has playing. We love that stuff. Burrow Roach. We're looking for taking that 3rd map quickly again, and I really like what I'm seeing. On the other side, Midastouch being like, well, I'm gonna Nexus first, let's see what happens. I think this is the wrong approach here on that map. Yeah, Delta Quadrant Scrap Station feels is definitely the time. Says Frame Show in the chat, they are so friendly at BM the shit out of my opponent if I get double proxy hatch. Well, this is where the mental plays a role. If you BM, basically you're not gonna play as well as you would supposedly play. So playing on that tilt would even be better for WyScion. But right now Midastouch being like, well, I don't care so much. I've not been playing in Mount, as she said, and be like, well, my opponent is good. I admit that. My opponent is very good. 3 roaches scouting. Using that probe is the scout. Right now that's 3 roaches going through the main base, natural base of Midastouch. She needs to take care of these rocks as soon as possible. I don't think this is going to be the case. No, need to cancel that probe and get for oh well, no, don't have the gas, so get the mothership core. This is what you'll need. This is too late. These 3 roaches will rush in. 1 pylon being cancelled out completely. These guys will be here to take out on these roaches, but look at them. The probe snipe here is real from WyScion, getting every single thing she can put her teeth on, just biting every single probe. Here is the deal, getting that one here, and there's no pylons there, no overcharges at all. So Micro with the probes. It's Micro Jackson here. And now everything's like, okay. Now the circle is happening, but look at the DPS. Look at him. And on the other side we have the rest of the assault here on this only roach. 16 probes taken away. I think this is already over, unfortunately. 2 burrowed roaches here, recovering their health very well. The micro so strong. GG. Well, this was a quiz best of 5.